Hi, I'm Kat Kabira, and greetings from Portugal. So, enrollment is starting for my energy school, Kabira School of Energy, for 2022. And I was just considering, part of one of my biggest passions is empowering you to understand your unique energy body, your energy field, so that you know how to thrive on this planet. For me, this was my game changer. I had so much pain emotionally, mentally, physically growing up, and was often anxious and in overwhelm and didn't want to be here. And had eating disorders. And it wasn't until I started to really devote myself to what some would call like an invisible world or worlds, to the world beyond 3D, that I started to really understand myself and what my needs really are. So my energy school is both your own self-empowerment to really understand yourself on a subtle energetic level so that you can thrive physically, so that you can be really healthy, so that you understand how to be around other people and what happens in relationship. Why is it that certain places you start to lose your power or get confused or lose yourself, and why is it that you'll thrive elsewhere? To know where you belong, to do you. And then also for those of us where, we have that call to service, and you might already have like that feeling like, I feel like I might be a healer. I want to do these healing arts with others, and how to actually do that in a way that has integrity, where you thrive from it. You're not getting drained. You're not getting sick from it. That you also feel really resourced from doing this work, and that you can truly help others. And what's been so cool is that, I've been teaching this work for decades. And although I've always been doing remote work, and I've always been playing with the astral realm since I was a child, especially with COVID, especially with 2020 onwards, I moved the entire school online. And it's been so fun to see, we can heal ourselves and one another. We can empower one another. And we actually can do it and all over the world. We don't need to be in the same room. We don't need to be touching. And there's still a way that we can touch and be touched and stay connected. And so there's an up-leveling of how powerful and mystical and magical we are, and how we can all stay connected, and what is our real communication with one another. So when we talk about energy, what I'm talking about, and to keep it brief, because I could talk to you for years about this, it's really understanding that you've got an energy field. You've got like what we would call like an egg-shaped field around you that expands, that contracts, that can twist, that can shrink, that can be embodied, that can be a little bit weak, that can have holes in it, and how that might affect your physical health, how that might affect your mood, how that will affect your clarity. And that along with your energy field, and there's a lot that comprises this energy field, along with it, you also will have the flow in your body, and what do we talk about, and how do you sense when you've got your own blockages, and how can we actually start to dissolve them? And what do we do with the pain that's happened, the trauma that's happened, and how has that imprinted our field? And not just the trauma of our own personal life, of however many decades you've been here, but maybe even in the womb, in utero, and what you might have received from your mother, while you were inside of her, and also your ancestral imprints. It's so cool that, I've been seeing ancestral imprints since I was a child, right? Now science is able to be like, oh, well, we also see, that we can prove that we also, are receiving, the DNA and the memories, of those before us. And, and are there past lives, and would that create an imprint on us as well? And for you to really know yourself, that's going to be your biggest power. And knowing yourself, not on a mental level, right? That's just one part of your field, but emotionally, to understand your nervous system, to understand yourself physically, to understand yourself, your sensitivity level. Are you an empath or not? To understand yourself on an astral level, which we don't have language yet for. But I've been working on, my devotion to this work is putting language to that which we don't have language yet for. So if you are ready to step into a new world, if you're ready to go beyond however you've been conditioned and indoctrinated, right? If you're ready to meet yourself in a much more magical and powerful way, whether you have that inclination to also do healing work with others. I find most people come because they're interested more in their self-healing, and then suddenly they're like, oh my God, this is so cool. And then they discover that in the process of healing yourself, you're also going to empower others. So to learn how to be a healer is just stepping into someone else's field and also reminding them, you've got this too. You just forgot. So if you're interested in the world of energy, get in touch with me. We're beginning enrollments. Energy 101 and Demystifying the Energy Body is coming up, just to get a little taste. You can also do it private with me. And then we've got the whole adventure happening this year. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon.